What's up, guys? Westgate with Intentional Fitness. Today we're going to go over some of my favorite chest and tricep exercises to get a great pump and a great mind-muscle connection. First up is the single arm tricep press down. Points of emphasis here to keep that arm in that forward position. You want your elbow in front of the body. You don't want that elbow to drift up too much, and you want to decompress your shoulders so that traps and rhomboids, all of the external rotator cuff and all of that doesn't get involved. Another point of emphasis as far as form goes is to make sure that you're cocking that wrist at the bottom like you're swinging a hammer behind you. What that does is that activates the long and short head a little bit more. It gets a little bit more of a contraction. Other than that, just press down, lock out hard. Next up, we're hitting the Pec Deck. Here we want our shoulders back, chest forward, chest up. Elbows down. You don't want to rotate those elbows up because that gets a lot of that front delt involvement. I like to bring my pinkies together so that I get a better contraction. After that, we have Incline Press on the Smith machine. Here, it's all about smooth control. We're not trying to set PRs. We're trying to make sure that we're bending that bar and getting a really good contraction in our chest and making sure that our chest is the prime mover throughout the whole movement. Because a lot of the time, whenever you start trying to push too much weight, you get a lot of extra muscles involved, like the shoulders, the triceps, even your lats will get involved if you let them. So you really want to try to control this weight here. Just focus on squeezing the weight up with your chest, not everything else. Next up, we have the tricep press down with the bar. Here I'm kneeling because I'm a tall guy and the range of motion just isn't great for me. I also feel like I'm a little sturdier here, so I don't have to brace as much with my core and my legs. Again, we're keeping those shoulders down, elbows forward, not letting them raise up, just keeping them in front of our torso. And as we lock out, we're trying to squeeze that tricep as hard as we can. I tell my young guys this, or my younger clients this all the time. If you have a sibling, pretend you're dunking them under the water. Next on the list is a dumbbell variation of a Incline Fly. The reason why I decided on this over a cable machine is mainly because the cable machine was taken. And I prefer this over the bench variation because I just feel it a lot more in my shoulder than my chest. The way that I make sure that I contract my upper chest on this and make sure the chest is the prime mover is I turn those pinkies in and I over-rotate. Following that, I do an Incline Skull Crusher. The reason I do this on an incline is so that I can get a little bit better stretch and I can keep my shoulders in place. It also allows me to keep my elbows tighter and not let them bow out quite as much. Main points of focus here to make sure that our elbows aren't drifting forward too much and we're not involving our chest or our back. You want that tricep to be the prime mover, so you're wanting to basically just extend that arm overhead completely and then go down and get that deep stretch in there. Here's our chest finisher. I like to do a decline cable fly on the cable crossover. You want to try to follow the cables on this all the way down. Follow the path of resistance. Come together, squeeze at the bottom, act like you're trying to squeeze your elbows together by your sides, and then we're going to transition from that straight into a decline press. It's very similar to a dip, just on a cable machine. I like to keep those cables right along my forearm so that I can maintain contact throughout and make sure I'm using the right muscles. As you see, I rock backwards because by pushing your body away from the weight, it actually causes you to use your chest more. Guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day.